So, first of all, with the Two of Pentacles, this is, you're really trying to keep things going. The both of you are, but it requires flexibility on both sides here. So, I don't think that you're bending over backwards, nor do I think that the other person is, but I think that the both of you are like, we're just kind of like keeping this relationship going right now. And it may feel like it's just not going anywhere, but it looks like there is a real effort to try to get there. But this is going to be a delicate thing between you and this person. So you come into this with the Two of Cups. This is wanting to have that understanding from this person, I feel, more so than just you being really connected with the relationship. I think that you need this person to understand you, but I think that they feel the same way, which is why they're reserved with Temperance. If they are Temperance, I think that they have been holding themselves back. They're trying to find their own balance, especially if anything has happened between the two of you in the past, right? But the thing is I think that you look at it as this was a good connection. This was a good relationship. We really had understanding for each other at one point. And I think that that's, what you're focused on moving into this. Now, to be fair though, they may be seeing you as, Temperance, obviously here being Sagittarius, where you may have been a little bit, reserved in terms of moving the relationship forward. But, either way, it doesn't look bad to me. But the thing is the reason why I feel like they're Temperance is because they're wanting to fix some things, that, or they're looking for you to, make things right. But with Justice being there, I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like because of the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to be corrected in your relationship with this person. No matter who did what, it doesn't matter, but justice is important to them. But I think that they realize that, the both of you are kind of equally responsible for this relationship being in such a delicate place right now. So with the Wheel, this is, this relationship taking, a turn for the better, I feel like here, because nothing here is indicating that this is a horrible relationship or a horrible connection or anything shitty is going on. I mean, this doesn't look bad, Sag, at all. But we could be talking about this person coming back around into your life right now and maybe wanting to make things right. But for some of you, though, I feel like this isn't somebody that you have had a lot of distance with. I think that they have been a persistent thing in your life. But we are talking about, a fortunate turn of events and another opportunity here with the Wheel. And you have the Ace of Wands, which is great. But I'm looking at that Page of Swords, and I feel like if it's not the other person wanting answers, this is the way that they're actually acting, okay? So you have an opportunity here with the Ace of Wands, and I feel like for Sagittarius that, that's not a problem, right? You are okay with wanting to restart the passion in the relationship. For some of you, you may be feeling that passion again and wanting to act. The problem is they may have questions, and I go back to Justice. Now, on the other hand, there may be some things that they want to talk to you about, before we start this again with everything being really delicate. There may be some information, though, that is kind of coming out. Now, this, though, could literally be somebody who is reserving themselves because, there may be a couple of setbacks in terms of them, getting divorced or separated. That shit does kind of come up with Justice showing up, and then looking at the Page of Swords. Page of Swords could show court documents, you know what I mean? But if they're looking for answers from you because you want to start this again, I think that, you have no problem with being open about everything, right? So I don't feel like there are any bad lies going on. I just think that there are some things that need to be talked about, needing to clear the air for sure, right? But then if this is this person, there are some things that they don't know how to explain to you. especially if things have gone wrong before. But because of justice being there, they do want to correct it, but that may mean that they're going to have to open up about some things. But the thing is with the King of Cups, if this is representing you, whether you're male or female, I think that you're wanting to be, more supportive toward this person, emotionally open and available, definitely. Now, if you're looking at them, that's that. If this is how you see them, then that's basically it. They're open, they're supportive, they're emotionally available to you now. And with the Four of Wands, you're talking about stability. Things may be in a delicate place right now. But looking at the Four of Wands, we're talking about getting to a place in this relationship where you get to celebrate some accomplishments, man. I mean, this is really good. And with the Three of Pentacles, like I said, this person realizes that it's not one person's fault or the other. They see it as both. They realize that you both equally have a hand in why things are delicate right now. But with the Three of Pentacles, we're working on it. They're willing to put in the effort here, right? I question that Page of Swords a little bit, but I don't think it's a bad thing, because if it was, you wouldn't be wanting to restart this. And we wouldn't be looking at an accomplishment happening here where you guys are building your life together, right? And then you have Judgment. And it's not bad, Sag. It's not bad at all. What I kind of feel like here is, if the King of Cups is you, looking at the High Priestess and the Nine of Cups, I think that you are like watching this person. And I think that, yeah, you may have been keeping your feelings to yourself, but you're not going to open up until you know for sure what it is they want. And I think that, they're showing the effort to work toward, what they want in terms of the relationship, the emotional fulfillment, the happiness, right? So once that's out in the open, there is, this reevaluation. Now, for some of you, you may be like secretly reevaluating whether or not the relationship is worth moving forward on. Granted, the Two of Pentacles, I understand. If things are delicate right now and you have a pretty good idea of what to expect from this person, you may be questioning on, is it worth continuing to put in the effort, right? But this could also be, taking stock of everything and restarting. But with the Chariot, they're really wanting things to move forward quickly. But this is willpower and self-control, though. And then with the King of Pentacles after that, I think that they are really taking control over themselves. They're wanting to be more dependable. I think they're willing to put, in what's necessary to make things successful, which is how I always feel about the King of Pentacles, in the good way. Despite the fact that I have issues with him. But with the Three of Pentacles, that's great, right? You're talking about things being successful. You may be looking at them as like they're getting the huge wake-up call, and that's what's changing them and really putting forth the effort to build stability with you. But this could also be you, though, making peace with the past, especially if you've been reevaluating whether the relationship is worth continuing. So for those of you who are single, the way that I'm kind of seeing this is that you may be tired of the same routine as far as like meeting people and getting involved with people who just do not like open up, or people that you don't feel like, you can like fully be yourself with, if that makes sense. So the Three of Wands and looking at the Five of Pentacles, the immediate thing for me was, the hopeless romantic that's a part of Sagittarius, right? And it's a beautiful thing. But I think that you may be getting mixed signals from people that you meet, or someone in particular, where you think that this person feels the same way. You get caught up in the idea of, the classic romance. But the Queen of Wands is somebody who is not fully exposing themselves, not giving of themselves completely. And with the Four of Cups for you, this is the same routine. This is the same thing for you in terms of the people that you're meeting, for the singles. And this is someone in particular for singles. You may be meeting somebody new, and they may act like they feel the same way that you do, the Three of Wands, and then you get caught up in this idea of the classic romance with the Five of Pentacles. But it's like, this is the same shit. It's the same thing. I thought that this person felt the same way that I did, but they're not really giving themselves completely. That, or, it's not something that you feel comfortable with anymore, but not like an Eight of Swords type of way. Like, you kind of get caught up and then you want to slow down, but then the thing is like, it almost feels like somebody backs off. They're just not, fully giving of themselves. Now, the good thing, though, is moving into the future here with the star, if we're talking about, healing, this may be what you're used to. And you may get caught up in a situation where you're going to realize it's the same thing over again. But it looks like not only are you meeting somebody now, but in the future, you're meeting somebody different that I think is going to restore hope into you as far as like having that kind of romantic relationship. Because you're getting to know them here with the Two of Wands. And the star is a big thing. Big, big thing. And religious factors, right? This may be a connection that you have with somebody new that kind of sees like spirituality the same way that you do. So one of the things that I talk about with Sagittarius, you have a way of seeing things that when you describe it to other people, it's like even when they agree with you, it's like, no, wait a minute, you're not understanding it the way that I do. Please let me explain so that you can understand. And that may be this new person here. And that may be how the conversation starts, right? This is what I believe. And they may be like totally absorbed in wanting to know more, and you feel like you have an audience almost. This person really is listening. They really do want to listen and understand. Yo, boy, yeah. And then the Queen of Cups. You're in love. You're going to fall in love. Wow, Sag. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. This is actually really sweet. So the world, the immediate feeling that I got off of that is that that's what you want. You want to have that relationship that's going to make you feel complete. Unfortunately, for some of you, it's just not happening. It's like with the Eight of Pentacles, somebody is like losing interest almost, especially with the Four of Cups. Your lives may be too complicated, right? You may be kind of like hung up on somebody from the past, though, too. Where, this was the romance of a lifetime, right? This was going to be the relationship that completed you. The problem is they're not always there for you. That or you can't always be there for them. There are too many differences, and, somebody may be too focused on something else. And this is where we fall into the routine, the pattern, the same pattern. But I do think that some of you are meeting somebody completely different. I do believe that, the conversation that you have with this person is going to be spiritual in nature. And hope is being restored to you as far as, the relationship that's going to make you feel complete. And with the Queen of Cups, yeah, there's love there. If that's not you, that may be the other person. Male, female, possibly water. You know how that goes. But this is really cute. It's sweet. I like it. I like it. I think it's great. And I think that you finally have somebody who is willing to listen to you and what you believe. Now, codependency could be showing that this person is like dependent on you when things don't exactly, work out for them. But then I also look at codependency, and I think that, if there are addictions affecting your relationship, it may be this person's addiction to wanting to, get involved with other people or being tempted, right? Because that would be the lovers in this case. But I also feel like they're constantly dependent on you to create security for them. But it's like they want to be able to do whatever they want or allow other people to kind of like capture their interests when they should only have eyes for you. And I think that that's something that may be weighing on your mind. Now, again, right, like this is only going to be for some of you. If you are happy in your relationship, then you don't need a message. The Four of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, this is we're playing, but we're not taking anything seriously. There is an opportunity to have a new beginning in this relationship where things are more realistic, more down to earth. We're really putting in the effort here. It's more than just sex. This is we're building our lives together. But the Four of Wands, it's like somebody isn't taking this seriously. Now, that may have created a distance between the two of you with the Six of Swords and with the Queen of Pentacles. That may be you feeling like you're needing to, create security for yourself. That or you just feel like you're the only one in the relationship that is concerned about, the long term. and the day-to-day and the practical things, right? Now, the distance that may be created, though, is that this person is not understanding that you don't want to play games anymore, that, you want this to be a serious relationship. But they may be, too focused on their career, and their career may be putting them in a place where they may be, around a lot of temptation. That would be the best way to put that with the Lovers. Because, you're talking about somebody who, I don't want to say is not faithful, but they can't, this is the type of person that I feel like when you're out in public with them, they're eyeing other people and you just want to smack them upside the head. And these are the things that kind of like weigh on your mind with the Nine of Swords, right? That the way that this person is going to push you into a place where you're going to be questioning on whether or not this is actually the right thing for you to continue to keep doing. Should you stay in this relationship? Because it's not going to be that easy for you to let your mind, let go of what you know about this person and how they are. Now, you could flip the script on this, and then the Page of Cups. And what I feel like here is that is you, Sagittarius. If you're the one that's in this place of, being mentally tore up over knowing that this person allows temptation to, catch their eye. This is you needing to be able to say something. I feel like you're having a hard time expressing your emotions to this person. Like, look, please stop allowing other people to interfere. Now, this with the Nine of Wands feels like at some point in the past they wanted to fix issues, or the both of you are trying to fix things with each other, right? But yeah, this to me almost feels like the other person, like, I need to hurry up and fix things with you before it's too late, but it does create this opportunity for a new beginning. But with the Six of Cups, the thing is even though, we're trying to bridge the distance here, what I feel like is that this person is just not who they used to be, and that's what you may be focused on. Like, I remember the relationship and how it used to be, but you may not feel that way because of the Queen of Pentacles. Like, you're the only one here that is creating security in the relationship. But like I said, this is you having a hard time, I think, expressing your emotions to this person. But I feel like it's their addiction to temptation. But there's nothing here that's actually indicating any cheating. But the thing is that, it could go that way if they, continue to allow people to instigate when, you're not single, honey. You are with me. You shouldn't be focused on other people.